You can destroy your friend's hard work in this new game that has over 900 positive reviews. How about something that could give you nightmares? Or maybe some bingo to pass the time with. This game was made by one developer. Some would argue that this isn't a video game, but it has a 100% user rating. This visual novel is packed with crime, love, and humor. As soon as I pressed play, I knew it was going to be a thrilling experience because the music and visual effects were perfectly timed and well thought out. The world that the developer created is nothing to shrug at. It is immersive, addictive, and full of thought-provoking images that not only made me smile, but sometimes sent shivers down my spine. The story itself is clever and full of twists and turns. It reminded me of a true crime show that kept me guessing and then smacked me upside the head with gut-wrenching revelations about the characters when I least expected it. Conversations between the two main characters is full of heartwarming and relatable moments that I'm sure some of you have experienced in your own lives. But it also made me laugh out loud and so much more. If you decide to check this gem out, I would suggest that you turn off your lights and go all in, because by the end of the game, you will be in love with the characters, world, and wishing you had more chapters to dive into. Let's switch it up with something a little different. In this game you can play bingo but with a modern twist, such as daily quests, challenges, and power-ups. If you are a fan of designing your own little space, you can do that in this game too, with a lot of different styles of furniture that can be unlocked with coins earned in-game or purchased through the Steam page. I'm not the biggest fan of bingo, but I enjoyed playing this game because of the progression and vibrant art style and animations. Unfortunately, if you are an achievement hunter, you'll have to spend some cash because there is a few locked behind a paywall. Next we have Teleforum. It's a horror game exploring the dark side of media. You and your bossy partner will start out visiting a widow's apartment to conduct an interview about her husband's death, but there's more to the story that you aren't aware of. It's your job to figure out the secret behind his death and where the strange tape he was obsessed over came from. You do that by snooping around the widow's apartment while she's not looking. You will learn useful things about her husband and why a poor plant looks like it's on death's doorstep. When she comes back, you'll interview her and learn a few things and hopefully move on to different areas of the apartment building. There's a few different ways to beat the game because of the branching dialogue trees. I had a lot of fun learning something new every playthrough. This game really made me feel like I was back in the 90s, but instead of watching an episode of Cops, I had to look at the back of my partner's head and decipher this. This game is all about the psychological experience that really digs deep into your thoughts. And it didn't have any of the predictable tropes that plague this genre. Next, we have Project Adder. It is a run and gun, zombie kill and sandbox game with dynamic gameplay that offers you a unique experience in every playthrough. The gameplay loop consists of fighting your way through hordes of different zombies that have their own special attacks, looting houses for equipment, abilities, guns, and working your way across the map that increases in difficulty and has optional stores and events. If you die at any point in this game, you will have to start from the beginning again. There is no saving, and health can be hard to obtain, so you will be challenged. I see why this game has such a good rating on Steam. The animations are smooth, it has tons of equipment and guns, and the soundtrack is amazing. I highly recommend this game, and I can't wait to see what the solo dev creates next. Next we have Planet S. It is a RTS all about colonizing planets in a solar system to advance your civilization, building cities, and growing your faction. You will start by exploring the planets and picking one that suits you best. After placing a spaceport down, you will need to start your population with workers and build farms to keep them from starving and points of interest like gyms and bars to keep them happy. After satisfying their needs, you will be able to begin your climb up the science or military research trees. Both trees have their own unique ships, technology, and how they handle opposing forces. Eventually you will take over the solar system, unless you are playing with friends or bots, and then it will be a race to claim planets, or your cities will likely be destroyed to those that chose the military path. In addition to the massive amount of different structures that can be built, I'm pretty impressed with the animations and how the cities feel so alive. I believe the developer nailed every aspect of what makes a good RTS game, and I will probably spend hundreds of hours enjoying it. If you guys decide to play this game, you will be surprised that it's free and has no microtransactions.